Before I head out to the gym, see, my bun's already up, I thought I would just have a look at this with you because we've already kind of touched on Salvador Ramos's story and all the things he did. I really, really wish that social media could get quite the revamp, because if someone like him, not the guy pictured here, this is his dad, if an 18-year-old could be saying, I'm going to shoot my grandmother in the face and I'm going to now head out to an elementary school, if that doesn't trigger something, but me, Gisela K over here, who shares a missing persons flyer with a tip line and a photo and age, weight, height and all, if that triggers from TikTok a response to ban my account, why do these types of things said on social media, like Salvador said, like Keegan Klein in the Delphi case said, like so many people say, the DMs are dirty sometimes. Why doesn't that trigger something? I mean, like Interpol, like some kind of intervention, like watch this person. I don't know. I don't know if there's just a lack of resources or what it is. But man, this, it's a trigger topic. But I just want to talk about this because we already kind of talked about his mother saying, please don't judge him. He had his reasons. He had his reasons. Okay, enabler. No, enablers, not okay. Texas school shooter's dad says, so now the dad's piped up too, and now he says he should have just killed me. Okay, his son murdered 21 people at an elementary school in Uvalde in the latest explosion of mass gun violence in America. The father of the 18-year-old gunman who killed 21 people at an elementary school in Uvalde, Texas, this week wants the world to know that he is sorry. In an interview with the Daily Beast on Thursday, Salvador Ramos said, so same name, I just want the people to know I'm sorry, man, for what my son did. That's better than saying he had his reasons, okay? I never expected my son to do something like that, Ramos, 42, added. He should have just killed me, instead of doing something like that to someone. That's an interesting statement. He should have just killed me, instead of doing something like that to someone. To someone, you mean to 21 people, of which 19 were children. Okay. I do think that there's always a lesson to be learned in true crime. Well, in many things in life, but in true crime, there's definitely lessons to be learned. And I would say if one of your family members does something like this, rather don't say anything for a while. It's just better. As someone said in my comments on my previous little short that I did on this, where his mother said he had his reasons, that person said also, I can't remember their name, sorry, but I saw the comment and it stood out to me because it was like, in these circumstances, even if the mother said, I'm sorry, man, then people would attack it. And it's not about just unnecessarily attacking parents of a monster like that, because he's 18 years old. No, it's just like some of the things are just not appropriate, or they don't come across as appropriate. To say he had his reasons is just horrendous. Okay, so to continue, he said his son, also called Salvador, shot his grandmother in the face on Tuesday and then drove away with her car before running the truck into a ditch outside of Robb Elementary and opening on a 4th grade classroom. This is a trigger topic for me. Oh my word, because it is so callous, uncalculated, so just impulsive, so selfish, so incel simp vibes that I can't even. It makes me so angry. Sometimes when people say trigger topic, some people think it means you're going to like absolutely fall apart. But sometimes the PTSD vibes could also bring about tremendous rage, which is difficult to deal with, which is why I'm going to the gym right after this. The teenager whose attackers claimed the lives of at least 19 young children and 2 adults was killed at the scene. It was the deadliest school shooting in the US in nearly a decade. Ramos said he was at work the day of the shooting and only learnt of it when his own mother called to tell him. In a panic, he started calling the local jail, asking them if his son was there. Eventually, the realization sunk in. They killed my baby, man, he said. Okay, but your baby killed 19 other babies, you know what I mean, and 2 adults. He added, I'm never going to see my son again, just like they're not going to see their kids, and that hurts me. I understand it's very hard to lose your son, but it's not just like. You see what I mean? You see? It's not just like. It's very different to just like. Okay. The Daily Beast spoke with Ramos on the porch of his girlfriend's home east of Uvalde, where he's been living for several years. The house and the bushes outside were adorned with blue and white streamers for a graduating senior. Well, I thought that's what the fight was about. Him not graduating. That's why he was upset with his grandmother. So, denial, I'm sorry. I can't have empathy in the situations. Denial much. Oh my word, at times the tough-spoken Texan broke into tears. The details of his son's attack were horrifying. According to authorities, he purchased 2 rifles and 375 rounds of ammunition in the lead up to the massacre and barricaded himself inside the classroom for over an hour. One student recalled him telling the children in the classroom, "It's time to die." But I also read today that he said, "Well, look at what we have here," as he walked in. Terrifying, horrendous, unnecessary. I'm a South African living in the Netherlands, so topics like this also become political topics. I just feel like if there's age restrictions for alcohol, for buying cigarettes and things like that, there should really be age restrictions and licensing and vetting processes to buy guns. Right? How can an 18-year-old buy this? And who bought it for him? I still want to know. If he spent over $2,000 on these guns, who gave him the money or how did he get the money? You know, that's also got to be looked into. Not that you can blame someone if they gave him pocket money or if he saved up from doing who knows what. We just don't know. You can make money online these days. You could have an OnlyFans account, or you could, I don't know, sell your feet pictures on Twitter. You just don't know what someone's actually doing to make money, but still, there should really be safety protocol. I don't know, even if it's a mental health evaluation. I know that sounds extreme, but before buying a gun, especially for teenagers. I read another article that said the average age of a mass shooter is 16. That's shocking. So teenagers shouldn't be allowed to have guns or buy guns. It might ruin it for a very small percentage of teenagers who are responsible with it or want to compete or go hunting or do something, but I mean, that's worth it. You know, the small percentage losing out is kind of worth it for saving so many lives. It's a real problem now. Anyway, okay, time to take a deep breath and hit the gym, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.